Hello everyone. So I would like to talk about how I started off with my journey with Guruji. I think we've always been there from a lot of years, from many past previous births. But I think in this year, in this uh, in this lifetime, I think I was connected. I was not really connected, I would say. But then yes, I was getting how I used to really believe in the magic of universe and a lot of science and everything. So yeah, I was getting signs from all over, Guruji's blessings always, and I'm like, I don't know what is this fad. And then whenever I used to go to Delhi, and I used to always see it. Then we used to go to Delhi to party and everything. Since in Agra, there was not much to do, so like post 12th standard, yeah, we started going to Delhi to enjoy, to chill and everything. And then yeah, so I was in Bombay as well. In Bombay, I did not really see. I did my master's in Bombay, jewelry designing and diamond grading. And then when I got back, I started off with my business. I used to chant a lot at that time. I was a firm believer of Nichiren Daishonin's philosophy. I was into Buddhism. So I was into Buddhism for almost 13 years. And then I have no idea how I came into Guruji, how Guruji took me in his Sharan. I have no clue. Like, if today I would want to talk about it, if today I want to tell people about it, how, I have no clue. It was super mystic, or maybe he was there in my life and I have no idea. So yeah, he was coming into my life when and then a lot of my friends, relatives, and they themselves were also into it. And whenever I used to go to their house, I used to see big swarups of Guruji, and like really big. And I used to wonder, like, why this Babaji everywhere, like, wherever I go, I don't know why do I see him everywhere. It's annoying after a point. So I was so naive at that time, I didn't know. And I'm really sorry, Guruji, for saying that, but I'm being honest here, that whenever I used to go to Delhi, and I used to believe that Delhi is like a fad there. Like, I used to believe that in Delhi people only see like it's a cat race, and they just believe in something. If one is following, then they would want to follow just for fad, like, just for style. That's what I used to feel for Guruji, to be honest. And then so my mom was going through cancer treatment at that time. She's no more, and I feel really sorry about it. Even to talk about it, I feel like, okay, she's no more. To address that, like, my parents are no more, is like little so yeah. So then there's this cousin of mine, and who lives in Delhi. He said that, okay, they'll get Jal Prashad and everything. And that time I used to still not believe in Guruji, to be honest. I was like, okay, God, she's a Karlo. And then my bhabhi really started believing in it, and she was actually a Sai Bhakt before that. And then I don't know how she got into it. And then, because I was working in Jaipur at that time, so so I was actually 29 at that time, 28 or something. And then my mom was really worried about me getting married, and I used to not really see guys because I was really focused in my work. And I was like, okay, jab hona hoga, it will happen, but I'm not really looking for it at this time. Because to be honest, at the back of my mind, I used to feel that my mom should be fine, and then I should go ahead to see. Because right now I used to feel so this thing that my mom is not fine, and how do you even expect me to go and see a guy? Like, marriage is something beautiful, right? So you wouldn't want. So I was like, mama, pehle theek ho jao. And then and I did not know, I knew, but I, of course, you would still not ready to believe that it's the end days of your mom. It's the situation is that critical, of course. So you don't really believe, and you don't want to believe as kids. So, and she kept on saying that, please go and see, please go. And so then finally so then Samaira, my bhabhi, she actually took me to Guruji's mandir in Agra. And it was not a mandir, actually. It was some sangat had kept like, how you keep Guruji ke thing. So it was like that. And then I went there, And so everyone was dressed and everything, and I was here, so I liked that everyone was doing seva and everything, and I was really cold at that time. I don't know, some AC flow was something up on me, I don't know what was it. So then I got chai prasad, and and I was like, okay, wow, this is nice, because you get chai and samosa, and I was not really fond of samosa at that time, but I felt good at that time, and I was like, okay, nice. And then so yeah, I mean, they made us dance and everything, and then yeah, we I got engaged after that. After that, I got engaged, and so yeah, still I was not really into Guruji, to be honest, until 2017, and I started seeing, before that also, Om used to be like, everywhere. I used to see Om, and sometimes on chapatis, and everyone used to wonder at home that why Hinaki chapati where there's always, oh, maybe I needed blessings, maybe I don't know what was it, maybe it was he wanted to get me in his sharan, maybe he was protecting me from something, I don't know what was it, maybe he was healing inside. Of course, because at that time mom had passed away, and it was really critical for me as well too. So yeah, I mean, and then I got engaged, and still I was not into it. To be here also, I started seeing through the shul and everything. And you know how things are post marriage. It's not really easy once you're out. When you're living abroad, you have and plus you have never done so much work in India, and then all of a sudden so much work, so much responsibility. And then plus I had two homes like Barcelona and Andorra. I used to travel up and down, and then I would go there also, I would do help them out. And then here also, it was like taking a toll on my head as well. And then so yeah, and then I don't know how I just started talking, he started talking to me. I just felt that there's someone in at home, because I used to be alone in Andorra. My husband would go to work, and I don't know how I just started feeling his presence, to be honest. And yeah, so I don't know how I just started talking. I just started talking to him. I have no clue how. To be honest, I still don't know how, because it happened so mystically that I'm still trying to figure out how did it happen. It's just like few things you can't express, maybe because God doesn't want you to, or I don't know what is it. So then I started talking to him. I started telling him about my stuff and everything. I started, and then plus one more thing, I was getting messages from Guruji, on Facebook and everywhere, on Instagram. And then I was wondering, like, I think that Guruji is trying to speak to me, and because he would actually, because I would get the messages in such a way which I, like very apt to my situation at that time. So, and then I was really worried about my work, my career, because I used to work in India, and then there's the language barrier, and then there's so much more going on. So yeah, I used to talk to him, and then I would get messages, सब ठीक हो जाएगा, मैं तेरे को कितने से कितने ले जाऊंगा, तुझे नहीं पता जिसको. And when I came here, people used to judge a lot, because I don't know, in India I'd never okay, India is not that level, to be honest, but here I think people really judge a lot. And they would talk about you, they would talk behind your backs. In India I did not see that much gossiping, to be honest. And like, I never saw my mom doing, I never saw my dad also talking about all that. So when I saw all these things here, it really I was really depressed and disturbed, to be honest. And then so yeah, then I started talking, and then I used to cry whatever used to happen to me. And then because I was yeah, and then I started talking to Guruji would answer me through messages and everything. And then I don't know how someone came to our house, and they gifted us like this big idol of Shivji, to be honest. And they were, and he this guy just said that I didn't gift anything to them at the wedding, so this is going to be their gift. And I was quite surprised. My mother-in-law was quite surprised. She was like, oh my god, Bhagwan hi chal ke khud ghar aa gaye. That those were her words. And my husband, he's not an atheist, but he doesn't really believe. He believes there's some kind of energy, but there's karma. He just believes in that. I don't know how, with this idol of Shivji, he said I would take it to Andorra. And Andorra, we don't have like a very big house. So I was quite surprised that my husband is saying that. And he actually did say. And then we got it home, and then, it was really beautiful to have Shivji at home. And then I got the Swaroop on 13th of January. So my cousin told me that, my brother told me that it's called tera, tera, that means tera. And then, yeah, I started talking to him. And one more thing I would want to tell you that, whenever we would come back from Barcelona, the house would be full of fragrance of roses, and it used to be like so unreal that how's it possible. And sometimes I could smell it, and sometimes we both would. And I was quite surprised, like, how's it possible? But then he started feeling that no, there is some kind of energy, there is some kind of thing that people people are talking about it, and he himself was feeling it. And in COVID also, my husband started giving, he started offering to Guruji every time, and then he would drink that same water. And yeah, I mean, then we used to give offer food every time to Guruji for at least 20 to 25 days. I did it like that during COVID, peak COVID. And then yeah, I mean, I started talking to Guruji, and then I wanted to seva, then that was not happening. I didn't know this in Barcelona as well. And then I started going to Barcelona satsangs, not like very much, but then yeah, because it's during the week or weekends, and sometimes you are here and sometimes you're not there, so we're not able to make it. Or it's on Fridays, and Fridays we are like we leave on that day for Barcelona. So, that time. So then I started saying that Guruji, mujhe seva chahiye. And believe me, I made paneer. I made Shahi paneer for 40 people. Sangat. I took that thing that no, I'm going to make it on my own. So from chopping and everything, I did the entire thing. And it came out so yum. Everyone took the paneer. Everyone was saying that, it's come out really well. And I was so happy that I did that seva, because I really wanted to do. And I told Guruji that, I really wanted to, pick a seva. Like, I really want to genuinely take a seva. And then I was really happy doing that. And then one more thing I would want to tell you that I got a swaroop from India, and and they are also like firm believer in Guruji, and she sent to her relative, her known, and that guy actually gave it to me. And then I ended up telling her, and she was like, oh, that it came to you, maybe the Guruji wanted. So it's a prayer box. And you won't believe, Sangat, what happened when I opened the box. It was so powerful, the roses, that I couldn't believe that how is it possible. It was that till 1 year. Until now also it smells of roses, but not that like strong. But till 1 year it used to be like full of fragrance of roses and everywhere around. And it's a prayer box, and it's amazing to be it's a miracle in a way. And a lot of problems are also happening in my life, and they also got sorted one after the other. तो गुरुजी क्या करते हैं, एक के बाद एक चीज़ें लेते हैं आपकी लाइफ में, नॉट लाइक एकदम से सब ठीक कर देंगे, नहीं, आपको कुछ सिखाएंगे, कुछ करेंगे, एक थोड़ी थोड़ी धीरे धीरे करके, हाउ यू अनटाई द नॉट्स. तो गुरुजी ने मेरी लाइफ में, तो मैंने जो नोटिस किया, वो एक एक करके धीरे धीरे अनटाई कर रहे थे नॉट्स, हर एक चीज़ को. पहले हेल्थ को लेके, हेल्थ इश्यूज बहुत हो रहे थे इंडिया से आके, एंड आई हैड एक्ने ऑल ओवर माई फेस, maybe stress, maybe water, maybe eating habits, they're all different here. India, it's more Indian food, and then here it's more cheese and pastas and everything. The milk was not suiting. So a lot of things, and then the temperature, sudden temperature, it's always colder here. So yeah, I mean, it was very different. So then Guruji ne wo pehle theek kara. I used to chant also at that time, but Guruji was already in my life, तो उनने भी किया. And then धीरे धीरे करके बहुत सारी चीज़ें ठीक करी मेरी लाइफ में. उनने मेरे को बहुत विजडम दिया, मुझे बहुत गाइड किया, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. And then I really wanted to start off with work, and I used to chant, like I chanted like for 4 hours for my work. And then nothing happened, to be honest. And then yeah, I came into Guruji Sharan. And then then yes, I now I after 5 years I have a brand called Mireso in Spanish, and in English it means look at that. So before that also I was into jewelry, and now also again I'm back to pavilion. I'm into jewelry, and by far the business is going really nice. It's really grown, and I'm very thankful to Guruji, because how Guruji made it happen in my house, to be honest. Like my in-laws, how they don't really allow for us to work. And every family is different, and so yeah, so my family is one of them, that they don't really encourage girls to work, to be honest. And I don't know how I made it possible. It's not me, it's only Guruji and Guruji who made it possible. Who I used to not get sleep at night, to be honest, thinking about my career, thinking about, okay, what will I do? I haven't started earning. I really, really wanted to earn, to be honest, wanted to be independent and take charge of my own life. In a way, if I want to do something, if I want to buy or if anything, like I can do it myself. Because from 5 6 like till 6 years I did not ask anything at home, and I was earning and I was quite independent. So all of a sudden, when you're 30 and you got to ask, like you should be, it's nothing bad, but I think you should be financially independent. So yeah, I mean, and it's quite surprising. My whole family was quite surprised, and I did my pop-ups in Barcelona. They all were quite supportive of it, and then here also I'm doing it. So I think this is the one of the biggest thing which has come. And there are a lot more things to be done now. I think that Guruji will take care of it. He's there. He keeps guiding me. He keeps sending me messages. And yeah, I mean, that's all I would just say. Pray to Guruji, meditate. And आई नो सबकी लाइफ में एक जैसा टाइम नहीं रहता है. मैं गुरु दे से नो गुरुजी कहते हैं कि मैं पहले लाइन की तरह उड़ता हूँ, स्क्वीज आउट करता हूँ, एंड देन सो बिलीव मी, मैंने भी वो टाइम्स देखे हैं अपनी लाइफ में. एंड बिलीव मी, माई जर्नी वॉज नॉट ईजी. इट्स बिन 6 years since I've got married, and my journey is definitely not easy, especially post, when you lose both your mom and dad. It's definitely not easy, but still, Guruji is holding me tight. He keeps, imagine, I feel so lonely at times. He's like, मैं हूँ, मुझे यही messages मिलते रहते हैं that I'm there, don't worry, I am there, I am standing right next to you, I'm standing right behind you, I will always be there with you. And जो तेरा मन करे वो कर, खुश नाल कर, खुश होके कर, and किसी का नहीं सोच. Because I really think a lot about what will people say, or because here I've seen so much judgments passing on me, and the way they used to treat me. सो बार बार मुझे ये मैसेजेस मिलते थे कि मत सोचा कर, मैं दिखाऊंगा लोगों को, वक्त जवाब देगा, तुझे कोई टेंशन लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आई एम देयर. एंड आई यूज टू वंडर, लाइक सच में. एंड यू वोंट बिलीव वन मोर थिंग, इन माई रूम इन बार्सिलोना, one side, there was this wall empty. So my father-in-law, imagine, he could have kept anything, but उनने गुरु नानक जी का वो लगाया है. एंड एक जगह मेरे बेड साइड पे गुरु जी का स्वरूप है. इमेजिन. तो मेरे ही पूरे घर में, रूम में, एक तरफ गुरु जी है और एक तरफ गुरु नानक हैं. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो समथिंग वेरी मिस्टिक, दैट पूरे घर में किसी के रूम में ऐसा नहीं है. इट्स ओनली इन माई रूम. So it's I just thought of this thing that, oh my god, that don't you think it's something mystic कि भगवान आगे भी हैं, सामने भी हैं. एंड मैंने एक फ़ोटो में देखा था कि आधे शिवजी और आधे गुरु नानक हैं, गुरु जी. सो या, आई मीन, आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू दैट बिलीव इन गुरु जी. आई नो टाइम्स आर नॉट ईजी. जब गंदा टाइम आता है, आपका फेथ, आपका tend to shaken up, but I just still feel that Guruji आपको कुछ best निकालेंगे, आपको निखार के निकालेंगे. It's like a diamond. You'll come out as a diamond, believe me. He's just polishing you, he's just trying to show you. And मेरे को पता है एक और चीज़ गुरुजी बोलते थे कि मैं दिखाऊंगा तेरे को लोग कैसे हैं दुनिया के. Because I was very naive. I would think like, if I'm good, everyone's good. And people used to actually tell me that, Hina, the whole world is not like that. Like, you have to start thinking that it doesn't mean if you're good, the whole world is good. So गुरुजी ना, मुझे बहुत मैसेजेस ऐसे मिलते थे कि नहीं, मैं तेरे को दिखाऊंगा दुनिया कैसी है, कैसे लोग होते हैं. And then actually when I came here, I saw a lot of things, like how people are, they're so chalu, to be honest. And हमने अपने घर में ये सब नहीं देखा था, to be honest, from where I'm coming. And यहाँ पे लोग, they are very smart in terms, लाइक यहाँ पे टैलेंट, जैसे इंडिया में और हमारे घर में क्या होता था, दे यूज्ड टू बी लाइक अगर टैलेंटेड है तो स्मार्ट है। यहाँ पे ना लोग चालू हैं, लाइक मेंटली पॉलिटिकली खेलते हैं। सो आई हैड नॉट लर्न ऑल ऑफ दैट टू बी ऑनेस्ट, एंड गुरुजी नोज दैट आई कांट डू इट, सो ही इज ऑलवेज देयर टू प्रोटेक्ट मी, एंड बिलीव मी मुझे ऐसी प्रोटेक्शन मिलती है। आई वुड टेल यू गाइस कि अगर कोई बोल रहा होता है ना तो मुझे यहाँ तो कहीं से पता चल जाता है, यहाँ मैं को ओवरहियर कर लेती हूँ मैं कोई चीज़। सो आई अंडरस्टैंडिंग, सो गुरुजी इज ऑलवेज देयर, एंड इवन दे नो दैट हिना को इतनी प्रोटेक्शन मिलती है भगवान की कि गॉड इज ऑलवेज देयर विथ हर. So they've also experienced, along with me, my family, my friends. So yeah, my acquaintances. So yeah, they know now. So yeah, I'm just saying that jiska koi nahi uska guruji, I would just say that, because when you are overseas and you don't have friends, you don't have your own family, and though my family is really nice back in India, my chacha chachi, my everyone is really nice, but I would just say, mom dad are mom dad, at the end of the day उन्हें कभी कमी नहीं करी, but जिस तरह I'm saying that when you don't have your parents also, so I would just say that भगवान है उसका. So don't ever feel don't let yourself feel that okay, nobody is there with you. No, God is there with you. You don't know, but God is there. You are God's gifted child, and God will always be there. So yeah, I mean, that's all, and I just hope that everyone is taking good care of themselves, and believe in your karma, and mast raho, khush raho. That's what Guruji used to say, and I try to imbibe those lines whenever I read something, that no, even we need to change ourselves, and we need to be positive. We are really not positive. We need to be positive in our lives, and yeah, and just believe in hard work, and let Guruji take the rest, and yeah, he would definitely do the best for you. Always believe that अगर आपका काम नहीं बन रहा, आप किसी चीज़ के लिए प्रेयर कर रहे हो, बहुत टाइम से बोल रहे हो, गुरुजी नोज इट ऑल. बिलीव में उनको छोटी छोटी बातें भी पता होती हैं आपकी. It just he doesn't want to do it. Maybe that's not the right time. Maybe the thing is not there. Maybe it's not right for you. You don't know. We can't see the bigger picture. God can always see the bigger picture. So just don't give up. Just don't give up so easily on him. Keep your faith strong, head high, be grounded, and help others. Be a good person. That's all. Thank you so much, everyone, for hearing me out. Thank you so much for giving me this chance. I don't know how. I don't know. I've got this eye infection. To be honest, it's a virus. I went to the doctor and I was not really feeling well. And I don't know. One more thing, I was getting this messages from Guruji that देखो जल्दी अपना सत्संग सुनाना है, तुझे जल्दी सत्संग सुनाना है. I was wondering मैं कहाँ सुनाऊंगी, to be honest. And then I don't know, randomly today I just picked up my phone and I started recording it. So yeah, this is it, I think. So have a great time, guys, and सेवा करते रहिए, लंगर प्रसाद खाते रहिए, अपने घर में संगत को बुलाते रहिए, एंड अगर ज़्यादा लोग नहीं, आप अकेले बैठ के सत्संग करो, बट सुनो सत्संग, एंड गुरुजी के बारे में सबसे शेयर करो. जय गुरुजी. शुक्राना गुरु.